and TV show recaps. We review and read them too, as long as they're Black, Brian and Lamar hosting the show. Remain unbiased in case you don't know. Now you know. This doesn't talk about bring it down to the imagination. If you don't know, now you know.
Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Yo,
What's good?
we back with another biopic. Yeah, executed in a dope ass way, piece by piece. Pharrell's biopic, life story.
Yep. I don't feel like we got to go through the story about his life and just we could just talk about how dope it was, like the concept of doing your biopic in Lego. Now, don't get me wrong. When I saw it, I was just like, this is dope as fuck. And I get why he did it, right? But I was just like, I kind of wanted this to be real.
I thought this was dope as fuck and extremely inspiring. I think if it's real, I don't think it would have hit the same. I just honestly, like, the way they was able to do, even though it was Legos, the way they was able to be creative in the shit they were doing, like just the way it was put out. Like, even when they showed the celebrity Legos, it doesn't take away from the story. You know what I mean? It ain't like, oh shit. It's more like a funny thing. Like, oh shit, that Snoop Dogg with a bunch of Crip Legos. It's funny, rather than being like Snoop and some real niggas standing there.
Yeah, I get why he did it. Like, especially when he was talking in the beginning about like how he sees music, how he sees the world. You know what I mean? And just his mind in general was just like, okay, this made sense for him. You know what I mean? It's like it might have not came out the same way if he was just describing it as a person. I think I was looking more for because a documentary is a documentary or whatever. Like, you're talking about it. To see a story about his life and everything he went through, I think will be dope as a regular biopic. Because I didn't even know. Like, think about a real story, not taking nothing away from the Lego movie, a real story of him like growing up in Atlantis apartments, and you got a nigga live next to Pusha T, and you go to school with Missy and Timberland. Nigga, that's a cold, real biopic. To, like, you know what I mean, to see everything he went through the end without the documentary part. I get all of that, but like an actual biopic of him would be cold.
So I think where it takes away is now you got to cast some niggas that look and act like them.
Sure.
So it will be more focused on this nigga. She don't look nothing like Missy Elliott. This nigga don't act nothing like Pharrell. Like, that's hit or miss. So I'm not saying they couldn't do it. That's hit or miss. But for the fact that it's not even a story. It's him telling his life story. So for the fact that he can show you through the Legos. So for the fact that it's Legos, we can't be like, that don't even look like, or they don't even act like. There's no room for that. So we just watching this shit play out as like his imagination.
So that and that's cool, right? Like, I'm good with that. Like, if you decide to just do the Leo biopic, do that. Why got to be a documentary?
Oh no! Oh, you wanted them to act and shit.
Like, so if you're gonna do the Legos, right? You know what I mean? Like, why make it not only just a doc? It's really a documentary. You know what I mean? So it's just like, make it if you're gonna make it like that to where it's like you're gonna use the Legos, just make the shit a movie. Like run through your whole life, everything that happened as a movie, but as Legos. If you don't want to go through the casting and all of that shit.
I think it's like you said, both angles is dope. Like if he would have did a Lego actual Lego movie with his life, that would be dope too. But
Yeah,
it would have been way longer than what it was too.
absolutely. You got to do his life in a series.
Yeah,
Like I said, I got everything he did and why he did it. Because it's like
mm,
even when he was talking about how he sees like music and colors and shit like that, you can't explain that as a real human and
yeah,
have motherfuckers really capture it because you can't. Just like I said, you can't capture it. It's
yeah,
like when he was giving beats to people, like they were blocks of colors. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He saw them as something. He sees his music and his beats as like a masterpiece or something more than just, oh, nigga, here's a flash drive, here's a
right,
disc. You know what I
right,
mean? Like he sees this shit as like he was pulling out drawers of like here's the fucking beat for Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Here's the beat that I gave to Jay-Z or whatever, right? And I don't know, all in all, like story wise, his story is dope as fuck. But you
yeah,
realize that in the industry, we see Pharrell, he comes out with a song and we like you jamming to it. You're not knowing what he's going through after the song. You know,
yeah,
like I didn't even think about the gap between fronting and then something else that he did because he was a producer too. So
yeah,
like his life seemed like it was going like this to me, but
yeah.
you
To
know
us
what I
from
mean?
outside,
In
from
real
outside.
life, that nigga shit, he dropped a song, he couldn't come out with another one. Niggas like, oh, shit trash.
Imagine that though,
Yeah,
and I think that's why I say it's inspiring because even
yeah,
with the movie shit, like we be having our back and forth conversations about the movie shit and the focus on putting it out.
yeah,
And I be feeling like a maniac for being inspired still. Like I be feeling delusional. But
yeah,
then I saw that's what his focus was. Like, remember Chad was like, nigga, I'm going back to school. This nigga's like, no, I'm telling you, like,
yeah,
because I always be me and Brian behind the scenes, I always tell Brian, like, yeah, if the right eye see it,
yeah,
it's like that's where I'm a maniac with it. Like, I know what we doing is dope. It's just the right eye see it, we
yeah.
there.
Right.
And it's like that's what happened with him. It's like the right nigga sees the shit or the right nigga hears your shit, you there. Because everybody, when he was first trying to get on, everybody's like, no, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show it's funny because they said he gave Noriega that beat first. Janet
Yeah.
Jackson had that beat first.
Mm.
They got a whole demo of Janet making that song and she didn't use it. And then Noriega got it and that shit took off. But it took one nigga to hear it.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is like, oh, that shit is dope. But it's like, nigga, I probably gave you this beat 20 times already.
Yeah. I love that story though. I heard that story. He
Yeah.
did the story on the interview, how he gave Nori the beat and he was like, nigga, don't listen to this till you get to Miami.
Yeah.
You listen to this shit or whatever. And then like he wasn't even trying to do a hook. He just didn't know how to
Yeah.
lay his bars down. So he like,
Yeah.
what? It's like, yo, we got to come up with the hook. Like, nigga, that is the hook, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the song,
I did that to you, nigga.
nigga, that's the hook, nigga. This shit cool. I'm just
If
like,
it
all
makes
right,
sense, it makes sense.
yeah,
But that's why I said that the inspiration behind it, the inspiration of being crazy and keeping it going, that's
yeah.
dope as fuck to me.
You gotta be a different person, man. It's just like, and it kind of, it was a little trippy though, like how, like he did all of that, right? Like he really wanted to be like this new artist and this creative person. He was really into it until he finally got it, and he was
Mhm.
like, I don't like this shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't want all of the fame by myself. Like, you never know what these artists go through, like
Yeah,
personally, but he did shit. He was working with Teddy Riley first because of the whole
mhm.
Race and Effects verse, right?
Right.
And it's fun. It's crazy how long that was ago. It's like you would think Teddy Riley is way older than Pharrell. I mean,
Yeah,
but they all like damn near in their 50s or whatever at this point.
right.
I don't know how old Pharrell is, but I know Teddy Riley got to be in his 50s.
That nigga probably
Teddy,
did
but Teddy Riley was older than him at the time, but probably not by that much. Like when he opened up the studio and shit,
right. Yeah,
probably like
I don't
21,
know
and
about
yeah, he might have been like 21, and Pharrell was like 17, 16,
right.
and shit like that.
It's just amazing to have somebody that creative under you and not know it. Like you just I wonder how that feels for niggas when they be like shutting you down. Do you blow up somewhere else and they look like, damn,
I
I
was
could have
working with
had
that
that nigga
nigga.
signed right here.
All Teddy. I mean, Teddy Riley's like big as fuck, so it's just like it's not like he
Mhm.
fell off, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
He came on to be like pretty much a mogul or whatever icon.
Mm.
but him fucking pushing, like telling Pharrell he not ready yet is wild. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like nigga, I dropped the hit. Nigga, like, yo, when can we do? Woo? He was like, nigga, shut up. Nigga, go in there and move stuff around. Go get me a coffee.
Yeah, that shit is insane to me.
Yeah.
But it's inspiring. So all the shit he was going through, that should be inspiring. I be inspired by this, like the NWA story. It's the when you see niggas telling the people that be the greatest later on, telling them shit like you ain't ready, nobody's gonna like this. This don't make sense. It's like it shows you're not wrong for being crazy about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're not wrong for being insane. I'm not wrong for being like, nigga, I get why people didn't like this movie we made, but I know how dope it is. And then later on,
It
it's
picks
like a
up.
time capsule. Later on, people are gonna go back and watch it and be like, oh, that shit was dope. It's like
Yeah.
you don't know me, you don't know me to pay attention to me right now. Once you know me,
Yeah.
then you like, oh no, that shit is incredible.
Yeah, like as much as I could get angry about somebody saying something or having their opinion, I get it. I ain't nobody to you. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just like in order for shit to pick up, you got to be somebody. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna hear with the right ears. You know, right now
Mhm.
you're hearing it with the ears of either you know me or I ain't buzzing enough yet. Because
Right.
everything sounds better. You know what I mean? Like a song, I can make a song right now and give it to somebody and be just like, oh, that shit cool. You hear it on the radio, be like, nigga, that shit was knocking on the radio,
Ex-
nigga. Shit different.
Exactly, nigga. Exactly. It's like once you're part of the shit people pay attention to, then everybody wants to pay attention to. Nobody wants to be out of the loop.
Yeah, that's what the like the club is, right? Like if you hear a song at home, right, while you're cleaning up the house, you're like, this
Mhm.
shit garbage. You know what I mean? You go to the club and see everybody singing the words and dancing to it, you were just like,
Yeah.
shit do kind of slap low key. You know what I mean? It's just like it just depends on how it's packaged to you. You know what I mean? I don't know if
Yeah.
it's the mind thing. I don't know if it's real or not. How things are packaged matters.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like you can't just give you my movie and be just like, hey, of course I'm right here looking at you. You're gonna say it's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
this shit cool. This shit cool.
Yeah.
You know what I
And I
mean?
I refrain from doing that. I refrain. I feel like I feel like I got the concept of blowing up. Um, your family does not need to support you. Nobody you know needs to support you to blow up. They're not going to get you rich.
That should be secondary.
Yes, not even secondary or thirdary. It's like they shouldn't matter because
Mm-hmm.
they're not the reason you're going to be rich. The
Right.
reason you're going to be rich is for people you don't know to support you.
Yeah.
You can't like people when people get mad like I dropped this song, my family ain't even fucking with it. It's like fuck your family. You're making money for your family. You're not making money from your family. You
Right.
can't
Right.
see it as them being the reason why I'm up here because they won't be.
Yeah.
Your family don't even listen to rap, and you mad like my auntie didn't even buy my song, nigga. What? Why? She don't listen to that shit.
Don't listen to nobody.
Yeah, you need support from people that love the shit you're doing. That's not necessarily your family. Your family's gonna love you regardless, but then they're not gonna support some shit that you're doing that they're not into.
Yeah.
So it's like hey, I had to learn that the hard way, but I
Makes
get it
sense.
now. It's like that's off the board for me. I'm not looking for some family support.
Yeah.
I think that's what Pharrell did. Pharrell had family support, but
It was
outside of his family is what made him big.
Yeah, it was regular family support. Like, oh, that's cool, baby. You know, just do your thing. If anything, like your family letting you do your thing is big as a family member.
Yes.
Versus
Yeah.
like, don't tell your family member down. Just be like, hey
Mm.
man, do your shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
don't come to me with your whole project and be just like, yo, rate this shit for me. Or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If you don't want to hear my real answer, it's like I would go out and get somebody else to listen to that shit. Cause I as an artist, a person that has done music before, is just like I'm already on your helmet about how you critique my shit anyway, because I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't know nothing about music like that to critique my shit. So if you tell me that I need to change something, I'll like take out that horn. Yep, tell me a reason. Like, what's the reason? Now I get mad at you. You just like, well, nigga, you told me to listen to
I'm already taking it personal because you know me personally, nigga.
it.
Now I
Yeah,
feel like you taking shots at me. And it's
right.
like you giving your honest opinion, but at the same time, don't tell me shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you nothing, nigga. Just listen to it. Shut the hell up, nigga. Shit fire. But going back to the film, I definitely thought the story was dope. I can't really take nothing away from it because he explained why he did it the way he did it. Like his mind this and Pharrell goes together. Period.
Yeah,
You
it
know what
makes
I mean?
sense.
Like his creative, who he is as a creative, and this is just like, oh shit. But of course, Pharrell made a Lego movie about his
Yeah.
life or whatever. Like, it makes sense, right? Um, the only thing I take away is just like I wish it wasn't documentary style. It was still dope, but it's just like if I was to change anything, it wouldn't be documentary. It would just be his life. You know what I mean? Exactly what happened, how he did it, all of the shit, him seeing fishes and shit in the ocean, all of that. Like all that makes sense to me. But just the whole like documentary style of it, I was just like, I guess cool.
I just saw it dope because it's like
It's
it's kind of
different.
reminiscent to me for like remember how Tupac dropped that documentary movie first before they made the movie.
Which one?
It was like they had a voiceover his whole documentary. It was in theaters and everything.
Oh, you talking about Resurrection when he died?
Yeah,
Like, well,
yeah, where
not when he died, but I know what you're talking about.
they had the whole. So with this, it's reminiscent of that, but he has the Legos playing out all of his thoughts, which
Yeah,
is dope to me.
yeah.
So I feel you. I feel both angles. Like if he would have made a Lego movie,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been. I prefer him make if he's gonna make a movie, make a Lego movie rather than make a reality movie because it's that's too heavy handed right now where people reenact. Like I'm scared of this Michael Jackson movie that's about to come out. It's like I feel like leave that alone. Like don't.
As much
Don't
as I
fuck who
wanted
you
to
got
come
in
out, I think that's just gonna be garbage. As much as I wanted to come out, oh, that's just gonna be
it.
trash.
I feel like leave that alone, man, because you have that. You imagine trying to top Jackson's American Dream.
You cannot do it, bro. There's no way.
Nigga, we are comparing every character to that movie when it comes out.
You
Nia
cannot.
Long has to fill Angela Bassett's shoes.
That's what I'm saying. And you can't. The nigga that died in Jason Weaver, you can't fill their shoes.
No, you fucking can't. It's too much to deal with. So Pharrell making a real movie, it's like this, and I think he would even feel like I'm not capturing enough of my thoughts. It's like you said, the fish and
Yeah.
shit. Like the
Mhm.
the this is really how I see it. Y'all think I'm crazy, but this is how I see it. For the
Yeah.
fact that he did it this way, he can capture all of that.
Yeah. Him and Kanye could do some shit like this, and that'd be it.
Yes,
These are
it would make sense for both of them.
right. Yeah. 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 Well, I like like this ain't got nothing to do with for real, but I liked Kanye's documentary a lot. Even though I'm not sure how much he had to do it. I know it was his homeboy that shot all the footage and put
Yeah,
it out, but I thought that shit was fire. Like the way they broke everything down,
it was
and
dope as fuck. That shit was dope as fuck.
yeah, as a documentary, you seeing everything and then hearing him talk over him being in the actual videos too. Shit was dope. So it's like when I see this in this documentary style, I'm like, okay, like, I get it. It's different. That's all I can say
Right,
about it. Like as far as it was great all around, but as far as the documentary part of it, I was just like, okay, I get it.
right. That shit was dope as fuck.
Yeah,
I thought it was super dope.
yeah. I mean, I don't even think we could rate this because it's not a movie, really, unless you want to
It's
just
really
be like,
not.
I mean, it's not a. It was
If
dope.
I was rated, it would be just capital rights all the
Yeah,
way down.
yeah, it was dope. Dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people. I haven't even heard nobody really talk about it, but it was
Mm.
dope.
It was dope as fuck. Y'all can let us know how y'all felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, share, subscribe, talk back wherever. If you there, let us know below how y'all felt about this for real Lego movie.
Yeah,
I fucked with it tough, and I can't wait for it to come out so I can watch it again. I was inspired as fuck. It's the grind of trying to make it right now. With me and Brian damn near plotting on robbing a bank off camera, and that it's inspiring as fuck. It lets you know like it's cool to be crazy.
yeah.
Not cool to
Also,
be weird because ain't nothing weird about us, nigga. It's cool to be crazy though. It's cool to think we gonna make it because it's when you talk to certain people when they give you that energy, kind of like, okay, or y'all making movies.
yeah.
So it's like it's cool to be crazy enough to be like, nigga, yes, we're going to be there.
Yeah, it's just like you gotta feel that way. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
just like you said, it is inspiring to know that because you really don't know how shit's gonna come about. Like what age, what time. It's just shit. You can walk outside and meet somebody, just like you found out that like one day, like Pharrell is chilling in his own hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And Teddy Riley decides to open up a fucking record store right down
right
the
by
street
him.
from his school. And
Yeah,
then two security guards be like, y'all need to You know what I mean? Do something for the community if y'all gonna be up in here. And then Pharrell performs a talent show, and now he's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
Man,
that simple.
it's that you never fucking know. And then they show the behind the scenes because we think of Pharrell as a genius, but it's like you said, behind the scenes, everybody don't see him as no genius. He don't even see himself as a genius sometimes. It's like this was hard, but then okay, now what you got for months? For us, it's like, oh, that shit hard.
Yeah.
So he's on top forever. But he like, nigga, the next week I was like, no, nigga, like
I was still at the crib.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like he got his first $10,000 check and blew that shit. Like, you know,
yeah. But it's definitely inspiring. I can't wait for it to come out so I can watch it again.
Yeah, this would be one of those. If I was still collecting DVDs, I would have bought it just to have
Right.
it.
This is one of those.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, go peace my people. Go watch it.
Peace.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.